Shalom, shalom, my brothers and sisters. Today is 9/11, the 11th day of September. And we all know what occurred 20 years ago, so let's pay homage to the Twin Towers and the people that died in that issue or that situation. It is so sad that our country attracts people that really hate us, and what they did, it was an act of hate, a real act of hate. I want you to understand a word. I want to bring a word here every time we come on the air. Number one word that I want you to realize is humble. I would like you to go to the dictionary and look up the word humble. And then you'll start to think that, damn, I've been doing this shit for the last 20 years. And this word means this. Look up the word humble. I want to welcome you to the Black News Network, the real voice of Black USA. And this is from the desk of the emissary, broadcasting live. I am War Smith, your host, broadcasting the war report from a Black perspective and a Black point of view. We don't own the rights to the music, but we do own the rights to what we say. Today has been a weird day, because most people you see are paying homage to 9/11, which was a very sad day for America. As you may know, they had the presidential debate last night. And the presidential debate really brought out some unusual facts about who is running for president. Kamala Harris on one hand and Donald Trump on the other hand. And it's up to us to look at those two characters, because you are not going to decide whether they can become president or not. Just look at the characters and learn who they are, so you'll know who represents you at the end of this year. But you have to realize those two people are at the top of the ticket, the very top of the ticket. Those will be the first two names you see on your ballot, but you're going to see about 20 to 30 additional names, Democrat and Republican, on beneath their names running for particular offices. Just don't get tied up in this presidential debate when you have all these other people underneath them that'll still be on that same ballot. Because if you're going to vote for one of them, which it doesn't make any difference, your vote really counts on those people underneath the presidents or presidential candidates. So don't let the media or anybody else keep you focused on them two damn people. Focus yourself on what's beneath those two people. So they don't even talk about it. You see maybe one senator or one congressman with a commercial every other day, seems like. But you don't see it like you've seen Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. So the debate went down last night, and it just don't make sense to me. Because after the debate, they went out and spoke to a couple of Donald Trump constituents, and they really don't seem to put two and two together to me. I ain't bashing nobody, but I don't see the logic behind voting for a man with 34 felony counts against him. Filed bankruptcy 9 times. Been accused of rape and prosecuted of rape. Been accused of paying Stormy Daniels off. Paid her off for sure. That's been made a fact. Pending a court case in Georgia for trying to bribe the state governor for votes. And the list goes on. So you got those two people running for presidents, but don't leave out Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, when what's his name, Reagan was governor in California, Kamala Harris was coming up through the ranks. She was instrumental in getting the law passed where 3 strikes you out. 3 strikes you out. You get picked up for a sneakers bar you stole out of the corner store. You get caught with a DUI, and then you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. All 3 of those issues will result in you going to prison. And as you know, we have already realized that prison sentences are despairingly different when it comes to Black people. You know, if a Black man wanted to exercise his Second Amendment right and said, I stood my ground and I used my firearm to defend my family. Okay, so 2 people died. So now you got to go to court. They're not going to just dismiss your shit. There is a 248% chance that you will get prosecuted, even though you were doing the castle doctrine, you were defending your castle. They will find a way to prosecute you regardless. But now you're 248% likely to get prosecuted over a white man doing the exact same thing. That white man ain't going nowhere. They say Donald Trump won on economics when he was in office. He was supposed to be the guru of money. But Donald Trump ran our budget up, our deficit up $400 trillion. See, a man like that cannot be given unlimited control of all of the money in America. All of the money in America will be under Donald Trump's control. You know, what the fuck is wrong with these damn people? And he got the Supreme Court to pass the law to give the president unlimited powers. He's setting this shit up for failure. We're going to be fucked up as a country. You guys and I know that something's going to jump and it's going to be ugly as hell. It's going to be ugly. Ain't no more turning the damn cheek either. We as blacks, African Americans, we're going to have to make some decisions. You know, you run into the church thinking Jesus is going to take care of it. You're a fool. You are a fool, because that is not the temple. First Chronicles 3, 3rd chapter, 16th verse tells you that the temple is right here. If you're not on that level, you love the Bible and you probably grew up in the church like I and many others, but if you got your own mind, then you smart enough to know that you need to be thinking about the shit that they're pushing down your throat every damn Sunday. You know, why is it so important that you go to church every damn Sunday? I mean, there's no reason for you to do that. No reason for you to be going to church every Sunday. And when you do, you end up spending 52 days in church. And that's not all now. You going to church over the weekend. So you're probably spending 120 days or more in church. I love the Lord. He heard my cry. I'm telling you, I love the Lord, and he heard my cry. Problem is, he didn't hear it when I was sitting in that church. You know, you pay for a concert, you pay to go here, you pay to go there to get entertained. You're doing the same thing. Because the substance of what you walk away with is a good feeling. A good feeling. You walk away from somewhere you done been in there since 6 this morning till 3 this afternoon, and you walk away with a good feeling. You ain't making no money. Everything you do up there is volunteer. Everything you do is volunteer. The only person making money that day with 500,000, how many ever people out there in that audience, is that preacher. He's making money. And if you don't see the business background of every single church on the east side and anywhere else in America, then you're missing the point. You can go to any city up and down these interstate freeways, and they particularly point out Martin Luther King Boulevard. And they point it out so they can show you the part of the city that's in destitute. They want to show you the poverty first. And they want to show you where not to look for a house at, by putting that Martin Luther King all over the damn place. You know, everybody did not agree with that across America, that we get a Martin Luther King Boulevard. We should have went half and half. Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers Boulevard, and Malcolm X Boulevard. But by you putting you're safe up there, you're safe people, because you call him safe because he was nonviolent. But at the end of the day, he realized exactly what he was doing. He was leading us the people, the black people, the African Americans into a house of fire. Here we are, hundreds of years, 150 years from slavery. And we are still dealing with racism. What makes you think that these same people that issued the black codes against you, that stopped you from voting, that ousted you in the city of Charlotte, North Carolina, 20 black men got ousted out by 1,000 white men. Get out your seat and don't come back up in this damn courthouse. They kicked them out. What are you not seeing about what's happening here in America? It's a lot going on. You know, I don't want to be the only one out here sounding my horn. I'm telling you, if you don't start talking about it, then you're going to get ran the hell over, because they're going to assume you're weak. You see how Kamala Harris called Donald Trump weak 9 times last night? He couldn't handle that shit. These other people are out there buying up guns like 40 going east and west. They're buying guns. They got every kind of gun you can think of. What in the hell one man can do with 100 guns? Not a damn thing, because he can only shoot one at a time. So it's kind of stupid about them damn guns, but that is what they are doing. That's what they are doing. They're building bunkers. They're setting up bug out pad bags with insurance, with driver's license copies, social security copies, all in plastic seal bags. They're buying food that lasts 25 years. But we are just hunky-dory going through every day and not worrying about a damn thing. You know, I would hate to go to Walmart, fill up my damn basket with a whole bunch of shit, get up to the cash register and say, oh, I ain't got no money, and I got to go. And see, that's kind of the same principle. You're going through life buying all your shit, having your happy days, but at the end of the day, when the shit hit the fan, you ain't got no money to fight. You think it ain't gonna be no fight? If it's gonna either be a fight or a killing. You got to think about that. It's gonna be a fight or a killing, and they not gonna be the ones getting killed. And people like me and a few others gonna sit back and have to watch thousands of us go down under the ground for no damn reason, because I'm putting the damn message out now. You gotta get off your damn hands, man. Get your head out your ass and start preparing yourself for this bullshit that's coming in November. You think January 6th was bad? Them fuckers are planning to do this shit all across the country. Every major city, every capital gonna get overranked. That's what they're gonna do. Well, every Democratic capital gonna get overranked. You think those people that was in the state house when all that shit was happening, those people almost did not get out. They were very, very lucky to get the hell out of there. There wasn't no open damn season for them to get out. It was not an open season for them to get out. America is screwing itself right now. I don't care what legislation the federal government passed, what laws you enact into life. You are not going to stop the racism. because there are no laws on the books today on September 11th, 2024 for black people that a white man has to respect. Not one. It goes back so damn far that they don't. I don't know if we don't understand something, or if we ignorant, or if we just fail to believe the truth that you're not going to survive if you don't prepare yourself. You prepare yourself by going to school. Why not prepare yourself to survive? You don't want to die. You buy insurance so you can take care of yourself when you get sick or in the hospital. But you don't want to take care of yourself when it comes to black people fighting or defending themselves against racism. You don't want to fight when it comes to that. But you want to fight for every damn thing else. The bullshit. The shit that don't mean a damn thing. You want to fight for it. But you ain't gonna be able to fight if you ain't here. You know, you watching all this shit over in the Middle East. Israel attacking Lebanon and the Palestinian people. Iraq attacking Israel or Syria to attacking Iraq. I mean, the Middle East is on fire right now, and there's a possibility of a all-out war over there. Russia fighting Ukraine, and for any human damn being to say I can stop a war in a day, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. And for people to actually believe that nonsense, you got to be stupid as fuck. I mean, and reporters go to his rallies all the time and talk to the people, and the people always sound stupid. The people at his rally always sound stupid. They still don't have a motive for that boy that tried to kill him. Kamala Harris said, we want to lift people up instead of tear people down. She made that clear. She made it clear. Unlimited potential and authority as the president, unlimited power. Who's to say he won't start a damn war? You know, he has the power as the president. So those planes that crashed on 911, flight number 2977, and then they hit the Pentagon, they hit in Pennsylvania, flight number 93, and then they hit New York, Twin Towers. Over 2,000 people died in those planes crashing into the Pentagon, crashing into the Twin Towers, and counting the people in Pennsylvania. That's a lot of people. But who created so much hatred? It wasn't us. We're insignificant until there's a need for America to look good. As long as they think they look good, they don't give a shit about us. It's racism 101. But when America starts to not look good in the world's eye, then everybody want to focus on the black people. We need to do this for the black people. We need to do that for the black people, and give you a Juneteenth holiday when you ain't asked for the motherfucker. Who the fuck wanted that? We were celebrating Juneteenth anyway, whether you gave us a holiday or not. You gave us that damn holiday because you knew the George Floyd Act was not going to pass. And if it did pass, I bet you wouldn't have signed it. You would have sent it back for some bullshit reason, just because. And I don't know if you notice how black laws or black legislative information gets locked up somewhere, either in the Senate or in the House, and it never, ever gets to the president. That's black stuff. For a running president, running for president, how in the hell can this man say y'all eating dogs? That ain't even. How can a damn human being running for president stand up there and talk about humans eating dogs? You ain't got shit else to talk about. I mean, I don't understand it. Do you have anything other than humans eating dogs? You know, somebody made a mention in that city council, but that don't make it a carte blanche. Everybody up there eating damn dogs and ducks and everything else that run around in the street. But you're wrong for talking about a human being, a people. And there's Haitians he's talking about, by the way, black folks. They're saying the Haitians are the ones who eat dogs. And then they say the people are now got to lock their damn doors because of the influx of the migrants. They say migrants, but technically they are Haitians and they are black. So what do you think is happening? These people up there are finna design laws to push those Haitians out of their city and let some more shit happen up there. All them white people gonna pull together and think they gonna go down there and mess with them Haitians. They're gonna get their ass handed to them. They're not. The Haitians are fighters. They don't give a damn. They will fight for the right to be free, and you leave me the fuck alone. The 13 soldiers killed in Afghanistan has always been an issue that Donald Trump likes to bring up and label that to bite. But think about this. The Afghan war had been going for over 20 years. Over 20 years now. It went 4 years while Donald Trump was president. How come he didn't stop the damn thing? Could he have evacuated people better than that? Every damn time the U.S. pulled out of another country wholeheartedly, 100%, there's a bunch of bullshit behind it. Look at what happened in Vietnam. They left thousands, hundreds of thousands of supporters in Vietnam. They left them there. What you think happened here in Afghanistan? They left thousands of helping Afghan people that helped America. Now they're ostracized by their own country because they helped us. The Taliban's on their ass, and they are scared as shit. But those 13 people, 13 soldiers that were killed by a bomb were there defending. They were blocking the gate. They didn't let the Afghans come through the gate. So somebody designed a car to blow up on them, and 13 Americans died that day. But how in the hell can you blame that on the president? Thousands of miles away. That's the casualties of war. You know, you can't make light of nobody getting killed in combat, but it's part of the package. It's part of the package when you're serving your military. You can die. You can go all the way to death. Your contract covers you all the way from the day you sign it till the day you either get out or re-enlist, because it even have clauses in there that tell you that you could die. Why do you think they ensure you got insurance? They make damn sure you got insurance. So Donald Trump trying to say that the ABC moderators are biased. Anytime he loses, this man got something to say. But she pulled out all the damn stops when she talked about all his antics in over his life. And he talked about the Central Park 5, how he took out a full-page ad wanting those kids hanged and tarred and feathered and everything like that. Donald Trump went stupid on that. It's probably, I mean, I don't understand something about this American culture. We are hated people. They hate us because of the melanin in our skin. That's it. No other reason. And they really hate us because we were already here. We were already here in on this continent, already here. I was talking to a friend of mine last Sunday, and he always brings up something that I've been thinking about. And he always say that we should form our own country. What's wrong with us carving out a piece of this country and all of us move to that location? But it won't. It ain't gonna happen because what's happening now? They're trying to mix all the races so the information will never come out. You know, I don't understand it. I'm sorry, I do not understand. Every powerful black man, every black man with power got a white woman on his arm. I mean, I don't knock who per person love. If that's who you love, that's who you love. But that I don't know. Are black women no longer available to black superstars or black people with power? Are black men no longer available? I mean, because it seems like your first choice should be a black woman or a black man. And if it's not a black woman or a black man, why is it you're making your first choice a white man or a white woman? That's your first choice. And then you have biracial children, and your biracial children have biracial children. So your bloodline is about to disappear, and you don't give a damn. You do not care about that. Oh, we don't want to talk about that shit, Smitty. Yeah, I understand. We got to tell it how it is. And I don't want you to think that the Black News Network is here to hate because it's not. The Black News Network is here to inform. And you don't see a whole lot of just riffle rapper playing around on the air. What you see is a whole lot of information being passed, and you're asked to receive this information. Just like when you go to church, the preacher asks you to receive this message. That's all you got to do, just receive this message. They said it's a gateway hotel. I don't know, it's ran by gangs. They're doing smuggling women, they're doing prostitution, they're doing all this stuff. This is the Mexican cartel hotel. So they closed the hotel, gave them till tomorrow or the night to get out. Everybody had to get out. This is in Springfield, Ohio. That's something else. In 2024, Springfield, Ohio received 58,000 migrants. A lot of damn migrants. But you know as well as I know, they accept those migrants because the federal government give them money. See, they're not telling you the whole damn story. They get money, but every single damn migrant that get dropped off in their city. New York always broke. Bullshit. You getting all that federal money for those migrants. How come nobody said anything about Donald Trump as when he was president? going into his tower and renovating it with our fucking tax money. He renovated that building with our tax money, and nobody said a damn thing about it. They know what the hell's going on. And we need to start exercising our right to be a better citizen, to be a better received citizen. But they're gonna show racism as long as you act wimpy, as long as you weak. They should show racism as long as you're weak, because sooner or later you're gonna get thrown. You know, you cannot think how hard it was for our people to make their way off the plantation. So you get your freedom on January 1, 1863. On April something, President Lincoln was assassinated. So between January and February, March, April, when he was assassinated, your black people are getting what they're supposed to get. They were making it equal. They were trying to pay restitution. They were trying to give black folks what the hell they could give them. So I think that's why they killed him, because he was doing too much for the black. He's doing the most. He's doing the most. And if you look at it this way, the white folks, when Abraham Lincoln was president, the white folks felt that, man, we're not gonna have anybody to plow these fields. We're not gonna have anybody to pick this cotton. We got to come up with something. So if the dominoes hadn't failed the way they fell, you know, things would be different. So let me try to explain how the dominoes fell. January 1, 1863, the Emancipation Proclamation. From January, February, March, April, Lincoln was giving away the 40. He had his generals down in the South giving away 40 acres and a mule of the white folk land. And some of those people were able to keep that land, but not all. Many of those black people got ran off that damn land. They have come up with so many tactics and ways to take the land back from black. It's unbelievable. I like that. The land back from black. That's what they did. They took the land back from black. But the bottom line is, we couldn't fight every damn fight. We couldn't probably fight almost all the damn fights. We couldn't fight against them because we had not developed ourselves to the level we are now. And now we get to the level where we can defend ourselves, and we choose not to. We choose to make peace and turn the other cheek and love our brothers and love our sisters. How come every time a white person do something to black folks, these black folks stand their stupid ass up in court and, oh, I forgive you. Can I get a hug? I mean, where is your fucking brain? Kill my brother. See what happens. There's certain things in life just is worth losing your life over. You should be able to make the choice. Your life is not valuable at all if the rest of your family ain't about shit, or they getting treated like they're not about shit. Your life ain't about shit either. You sitting back and watch people treat your family bad, but you drive up in a brand new damn Mercedes or BMW like you're the shit. You're the shit now because you're military. I went to the gym the other day, and all up and down that line, the parking lot, Mercedes. BMWs, Audis, some whole other kind of car. All these damn expensive ass cars. How can these guys think that they got to have a car like that? That's the thing about the military. And see, here's another thing. This has when back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, the Dutch mark was 4 Dutch marks, which is $1, $4 Dutch marks dollars to $1 American. So let's say a BMW costs you 25,000, you get that BMW for $7,000 American dollars. That's what was going on. So if you can buy a car like that and get away with it, then you are on point. You're doing what you ought to do. Take advantage of the system. But as time came on, we came into the 90s. The Deutsche Mark was about half of that now, 1.62. Under 2, though. It was under 2. It was probably 1.62. I remember that. 1.62 Dutch marks to the American dollar. So now it's almost even. So you get $1.60 worth of value for $1. That's what's happening. That's how it works. But nowadays it ain't the same. This is why you shouldn't be out there buying all these damn cars, because it's not the same as it was then. Then you could afford a damn $5,000-$7,000 car. These damn cars now cost more than a house. You got a car that costs you $90,000 and you living in a goddamn apartment. What is wrong with us, Americans? Black America. We got to figure out how to come together. And we talk about this shit for years on end. We got to overcome and all that shit. But we also talk about it in the back. Our brothers and sisters talk about it. We need to unify. We need to do something together. It doesn't happen. It does not happen. Maybe some of us have too high expectations of people. That's the possibility, you know. Well, if you have that, then you accept who you are and you live with who you are, and you ain't ashamed of who you are. You're doing what you should do according to God, because God didn't put everybody here to be meek lambs. He put some bulls down here too. But how can you think that all the people going to church today are lambs? And don't get me wrong, I'm not targeting the church at all. I'm just bringing up facts. When we walked off the plantation, we had nothing. So the only thing we could do is get together and pray together and develop a church and try to strategize and figure out how we're going to get out of this situation. So back then, the preacher worked in the fields just like everybody else. You know, I mean, it changed over time. So they needed the church. In order for the black folks to get off the ground, they had to come together under the church. But what I'm trying to understand, and if you understand that, give me a call at 210-872-2261 and help me to understand why we are the way we are. Flight 2977. We go to church, we learn what we need to learn in 100 years ago. We allowed them to change our base religion into their religion, and we ran with it. We took it and ran with it. But if you can be changed so damn easy and manipulated so easy not to be doing your religion based on your ancestry, then maybe you should consider uh, what you're doing, or resigning, turning in your black card or something. Because today's church is not the same as it was when we needed church. We absolutely unequivocally needed church. And we needed church up until the 1960s. We needed church up until the 1960s. Things changed. Life changed. And it's up to us to make it change. It don't change on its own. But if you ain't done nothing for your country or for your people, then what are you doing? Who are you doing things for? Yourself? Yeah. I just wish that there was a way to pull all these black people together. And it ain't where you got to go buy this, you got to pay for that, you got to have that. You end up you trying to pull all the church people together, right? But you end up spending about $1,000 a person, $1,000 for a person, and ain't but one person collecting that money. One person collecting that money for that event. It's basically you putting on a maze concert with breakout rooms. I mean, it does not change. It's the same thing that we do at the club. We figure out what people like and we give it to them. That's especially what they do in the club. The DJ's over there figuring out what type of crowd he's got out there, and he's coming up with a playlist of records of music that he knows these people like. So he played those records. You go to church, the preacher up there filling it out, he filling around. He said all these hoopla things until he hit one that you like, and you jump up and shout, "Yeah, preacher!" Like he's talking to you now. But he's just randomly coming up with shit. Randomly throwing that shit out there to see which one catch. And then once it catch, he turns it on that particular thing. He turned it on. I highly recommend all you churchgoers out there to reevaluate why you go. But like I said, church was beautiful when we were growing up. I loved it. Church was beautiful when I first went to the military. I loved it then too. But as time went on, I saw the Shystership Academy. Everybody wanted a dime. Everybody said, well, I'm going to give you a PhD in theology in 1 hour. That's the kind of shit that they think. And we fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. I don't know what else I could say that would change the way we believe and the way we act towards one another. But we do have to. And I'm absolutely sure we do have to stop fighting and killing each other. We got to work together some kind of way. We got to believe in one another some kind of way. We never know what we're capable of because nobody gives you the chance to prove your capability. You know, it's a reason why we don't own anything here. We don't own anything here because that's the game. That's the plan. If you try to own something, they're not going to let you get but so much money. And the ones that succeed in business here, they're not from here. They either, I know I saw a Haitian on TV the other day, famous for street food. You know, we got a guy down here in San Antonio getting all the city money from the Martin Luther King Commission. And now everybody, since the city is giving him the money, people kissing his ass, wanting to do things with him, begging him to come to their establishment. But this is an African. You know, you are not allowing your native people to get involved. You want the native people to be invisible, but you will allow foreigners to come in and take over situations that should be for somebody black. Born and raised, descendants of slaves. That's what it should be. But as a city, you are selecting the wrong people. When you got qualified black people that can do the damn job. You're giving people money that ain't got shit to do with black people. Black, you give it, and then, so I guess that checks your box, whether it's African or whatever the hell it is, or Haitian, Jamaican. You know, you honor those different races in the workplace. You give them more credit and more responsibility, like they're up here, and the native people, native black people are down here. That's how we're treated, you know. And if you can sit back and look at this shit and not think that something's wrong here, then you are as naive as a 12-year-old. Because you should see this shit just like I see it, and I ain't even in the office. You should see it. Our vote for District 2 seat was so damn low, it was unbelievable that you expected a black man to get that seat when your ass didn't vote, or you didn't vote for the black man. You just give away your shit thinking everybody's the same, and that's a damn lie. We're not the same. They not like us. You heard the song. I don't understand how it takes so many of us to slap some goddamn sense in somebody. I talk shit. I don't give a damn what nobody think about it. But I tell you what, fact check me. Tell me I'm lying about something. Have you ever taken the words that they use to describe us? So let's say if we are indigenous, that's what they want to call us, right? Indigenous people sometimes. That is not us, because if you look at the first two letters of indigenous, what other words start with IN? Indignant, and so on. So I couldn't think of it one. But there's 100 words starting with IN. Aboriginal, same thing. Aboriginal means that you're a member of the original people. Because it says AB, origin or original, the second part of the word. It's information everywhere in America, but it's up to us to want to find that information and use that information to make something out of it. Remember, this is a said government. Also, remember that there are two countries under the United States banner. Why do you think they call DC DC? Because DC is the corporation for America. That's why you have a straw man that you don't even know about. You should read the book Straw Man, and then you'll see what I mean when I talk about the straw man. I don't see the book right away, but I do have that book, the Straw Man book, and I think that you should get it too, because so many things happen to us, and they're not for us or by us, and it leaves us in a bad situation. All the black brothers on the football team, I ain't gonna say all of them, but at least 70% of the brothers on in the NFL that are married to white women. That's an epidemic. That's a migration. That's an exodus. They're exiting from the black culture. Whether the white woman improves their status or not is what America wants. The average Joe can't go out here and marry a white woman and people think highly of him. But if you got money like the NFL money, hell yeah, you can go to any party you want to go to with that white woman. And nobody ever will say any damn thing about the different colors. I don't even understand how can you have the conversation about race. How do you feel when our black brothers and sisters are killed the way they are killed? How do you feel about that? How do you discuss that with your spouse when your spouse is of a different race? I really would love to understand. I ain't gonna say race, you're white and black. That's all I'm talking about. White and black. I want to know, how do you discuss the George Floyd and not feel it in your heart, deep down in your heart? How do you discuss an Ahmaud Arbery and don't feel it down in your heart? How do you discuss Tamir Rice and don't feel it in your heart? See, you can turn your head to the shit going on out here all you want to. You can act like you don't see shit, you don't know shit, and you ain't heard shit all you want to. But the bottom line is, you're black like us. You're the same damn way we are. I commend that rapper for coming up with that line, because it is so profound that they are not like us. But we're not like us either anymore, because we losing it. We're losing it. It's gonna be only a handful of original descendants from slaves left in America shortly. They're getting rid of all y'all niggas. All of them. Join us Sunday, because there's something we need to discuss, and it's got a whole lot to do with power. How can you think that you can give people power and not expect them to abuse it? How can you think you can give Donald Trump power and not expect him to abuse the power? He's going to abuse it. Well, I want to say thank you for listening to the Black News Network. This is a prelogue to what's going to happen Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Please go to YouTube, BNN.247 or BNN247, and like or subscribe to the page. Go to us on Facebook with the same thing, BNN247. Please like our comment, make a comment on there. And I don't know, y'all just too determined not to engage in shit that pertains to you. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's about you. This is the Black News Network, the real voice of Black USA. This is the desk of the emissary, and I'm broadcasting live every Wednesday at 6:30 and every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. You can find us on YouTube Live, and you can find us on Twitter Live. You can find us on Facebook Live. All you got to do is log in. And if you have not liked us or subscribed to us, please do so. We do our broadcasting from a Black perspective, and we do it because we love our people. That's why we do what we do. But like I said, we're not promoting any hate. We're explaining why we are hated. And we are. I don't give a damn what we do. It ain't enough. I don't care what we do. It is not enough. And you ever wonder why all the Black businesses are barely making it? But they swear up and down they got so much damn shit in the federal government for Black businesses, but that's a damn lie. Black businesses, small Black-owned businesses are the most beautiful thing we could be trying to do here in America. But only one out of 1,000 Black businesses, small Black businesses, survive 10 years. One out of 1,000 Black businesses. We got to do better, and it's not our fault. You know, we put together the most beautiful businesses with the most beautiful product, but nobody Black want to support our shit. They don't want to support our own shit. But somebody can come up here and start selling fucking toenails and make $1 million in less than a month or two, as long as they ain't Black. Somebody can come here with a hair store and make $1 million as long as they are not Black. We flock to these damn Chinese restaurants and we get fed the bullshit that comes out of that kitchen, them nasty ass kitchens. If you just take a moment to go look in there, you'll see what the hell I'm talking about. All that shit is nasty. And they make the food taste so damn good. It is good now. I like Chinese food, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna stick to the shit I can cook. I ain't eating no bullshit out there in the streets because unless I have to, it ain't good for you. That's the shit killing us now. It is killing us now. Have you noticed how all the generation ahead of us are living to be 80 and 90? They're living a long time. And they're doing it because they ate pure food. The pork these days ain't pure food. The beef ain't pure food. The chicken definitely ain't pure food. You know, ain't too much out there you can say that's good for you unless you grew it or went out and got it from nature. And then if you get something from nature, you got to think about what's in the water if you're fishing. Like a few weeks ago, Calaveras had thousands of fish dead on the side of the bank. Big fish, lot fish. You know, I don't know what it was, but anyway, thank you for watching the show, and I want to make sure that you join us on Sunday at 3:30 p.m. so we can get busy and talk about it. You can always chat with us live on this show. You can always call in on this show. It's your call. We'll honor it. I want to thank you for listening to the Black